My name is Mark Lovatt. I'm Deputy Head in charge of Teaching and Learning, and I'm here to tell you a little bit about our 5 R's. We believe successful learners are reflective, responsible, resourceful, reasoning and resilient. And we've started to record what we feel is progress in each of these characteristics or attributes on our review system. So, for example, if we have a look at resilience, if your son or daughter is working towards bronze level resilience, that would mean they needed a reminder from the teacher from time to time about how important it was, then you'd see a score of 1 or 2 on the review form. If they, or as they improve from, let's take sticking at it, you can stick at some things for short periods of time to say silver level resilience, you stick at most things and will have a go even when things get difficult, then you might see that indicated on your review as 3, meaning working towards silver level, or 4, solidly at silver level. Now, if your student are developing very well indeed, you might see a 5, and that would indicate that on all these characteristics of being a resilient learner, having a positive attitude, finding and sustaining interest, setting targets in practice, they are beginning to do this independently of their teacher and all the time within the context of their subject. That will be indicated by a 5 on the review system. Now, we would be quite surprised if students are getting 5s all the way for each of the 5 R's early on in the year. It would be much more likely that as students begin to get used to these attributes, they're scoring a mixture of bronze and possibly silvers as they develop as learners and get better at learning and exhibiting these characteristics. So earlier on in the year, we'd be expecting you to see 2s and 3s, and you'd be okay with that. I guess you might think there'd be an issue if some of these were number 1s, which would indicate a little bit of an issue, but 2s and 3s would be fine. And what we're looking for is over the course of the year, as students get more resilient, more reflective, more resourceful, those scores should increase, so we get some 3s, some 4s and some 5s. That's similar, in fact, to all of our 5 R's. So for each of our 5 R's, we've broken them down into their characteristic bits and pieces. So responsible learners take responsibility for their own learning, they know right from wrong, they work well with others and help others to learn, and they take time to consider the consequences of their actions. And we've broken these down to bronze, silver and gold. So, for us, it doesn't really matter quite so much where students start, it's where students finish. And what we're hoping is that through our Learning to Learn course and through our Learn to Humanities course throughout the year, students will develop these attributes and move from bronze, teacher dependent, to silver and through to gold, becoming increasingly independent of the teacher.